Most people believe intelligence solves problems. More intelligence means better choices. Better choices mean an easier life. But psychology shows something very different. High intelligence doesn't remove struggles, it changes their shape. Many highly intelligent people feel tired, disconnected, unsatisfied, or mentally overwhelmed, even when life looks fine from the outside. Not because something is wrong with them, but because their brain processes reality differently. If you've ever felt like your mind is both your greatest strength and your biggest burden, this video is for you. Here are the hidden psychological struggles of being overly intelligent. 1. Your mind rarely slows down. Highly intelligent brains are built for continuous processing. Psychological research shows that higher intelligence is linked with stronger internal thinking activity. Your brain automatically analyzes information even when it doesn't need to. After conversations end, your mind replays them. After decisions are made, your mind questions them. Even during rest, your thoughts keep moving. This constant mental activity isn't anxiety by default, it's cognitive depth. The problem is that your brain struggles to switch off over time. This creates mental exhaustion, sleep problems, and emotional fatigue. You're not weak. Your mind simply works overtime. 2. You get bored faster than others. Intelligent minds process information quickly. Psychology shows that when information is processed too easily, the brain stops releasing stimulation chemicals like dopamine. This means repetitive tasks, slow conversations, and predictable routines feel mentally painful. You lose interest fast. You disengage without meaning to. You feel restless even when everything is fine. This boredom is often misunderstood as laziness or lack of discipline. In reality, your brain needs complexity, challenge, and novelty to stay engaged. Without it, motivation disappears. 3. You feel isolated even in social settings. Highly intelligent individuals often think and communicate differently. Psychological studies suggest that intelligence influences interests, humor, values, and conversational depth. You don't enjoy small talk because it lacks meaning. You don't feel energized by shallow social interaction. You want conversations that stimulate your mind. When those connections are missing, loneliness appears, not because you dislike people, but because you struggle to find mental resonance. You can be surrounded by others and still feel emotionally alone. This isolation is cognitive, not social. 4. You naturally question rules and authority. Intelligence encourages independent thinking. Psychology links higher intelligence with lower conformity and stronger analytical reasoning. You don't follow rules just because they exist. You want to understand the logic behind them. You question systems, traditions, and authority figures. This makes you adaptable and innovative, but it also creates conflict in rigid environments. Schools, workplaces, and social systems often reward obedience, not thinking. As a result, you may feel restricted, misunderstood, or frustrated by systems that discourage questioning. 5. You experience stress on a deeper level. Higher intelligence increases awareness. You see patterns, risks, and consequences others overlook. Psychologically, this leads to stronger anticipation of future problems. You think about long-term outcomes, global issues, personal responsibility, meaning, and purpose. This deep awareness increases vulnerability to chronic stress and existential anxiety. You're not imagining problems, you're processing reality more fully. But without emotional balance, this awareness becomes mentally heavy. 6. You struggle with perfectionism. Intelligent people can clearly imagine ideal outcomes. Psychology links intelligence with high internal standards and strong self-monitoring. You notice flaws instantly. You feel dissatisfied with average results. You delay action because you fear imperfect execution. This leads to procrastination, frustration, and self-criticism. Perfectionism doesn't come from arrogance. It comes from clarity. You see what's possible, and anything less feels uncomfortable. 7. You often feel misunderstood when you speak. Complex thinking creates communication challenges. Psychological research shows that people with high cognitive ability often think faster and in more layers than conversation allows. Your ideas feel too complex to explain quickly. Your points get simplified or ignored. Your intentions get misunderstood over time. This teaches you to stay quiet, not because you lack confidence, but because explaining yourself feels draining. Being intelligent doesn't guarantee being heard. 8. You analyze your emotions instead of expressing them. Highly intelligent individuals often intellectualize feelings. Psychology refers to this as cognitive distancing, using logic to manage emotional experiences. Instead of feeling emotions fully, you analyze them. Instead of expressing pain, you explain it. This protects you from emotional overwhelm, but it can block emotional intimacy. People may feel you're emotionally distant even when you care deeply. Your mind understands emotions, but your heart struggles to release them. 9. You are extremely hard on yourself. Intelligence increases self-awareness. You understand your strengths, weaknesses, and potential clearly. This awareness becomes a constant internal judge. You don't compare yourself to others. You compare yourself to the person you believe you should be. Psychology links this to chronic self-evaluation and internal pressure. Without self-compassion, intelligence turns into self-criticism. 10. You struggle to feel fully satisfied. Highly intelligent minds are goal-oriented. Once one goal is achieved, your brain moves on to the next. Psychological studies show that this forward-focused thinking reduces long-term satisfaction. You rarely pause to enjoy success. You struggle with simple happiness. Your mind is always searching for improvement. You're not ungrateful. You're wired to keep moving forward. 11. You struggle to take advice from others. Highly intelligent people often evaluate information automatically. Psychology shows that people with higher cognitive ability rely more on internal reasoning than external guidance. When someone gives you advice, your mind doesn't accept it emotionally first, it analyzes it. You look for logic. You test it against your own conclusions. You question the source. This can make advice feel frustrating, unnecessary, or even intrusive, not because you think you're superior, but because your brain needs evidence, not reassurance. Over time, this can make others feel unheard, even when you respect them. 12. You feel out of place in traditional life paths. Highly intelligent individuals often don't align with conventional milestones. Psychology links intelligence with unconventional goal structures and value systems. Standard paths like linear careers, fixed definitions of success, and socially expected timelines can feel restrictive or meaningless to you. You question why certain goals matter. You resist paths that don't feel mentally fulfilling. You feel pressure to fit in while knowing it won't satisfy you. This creates a quiet identity conflict, wanting freedom while living in structured systems. You're not lost. You're navigating life without a script. If this video felt deeply personal, understand this. Your struggles are not flaws. They are the cost of depth. Intelligence doesn't just sharpen the mind. It intensifies awareness, emotion, and responsibility. On this channel, we don't label you as too much. We explain why your mind works the way it does. If you want real psychology that helps you understand yourself, not fake motivation or surface advice, subscribe to this channel. Because understanding your mind changes how you live with it.